Hi guys, Martin back with a CarCast, a very late CarCast this week for multiple reasons. First and foremost, my car broke last week. Does that spell the end of the CarCast? I don't know. Is that my excuse to stop doing it? I know there'll be uproar with a few of you if I stop doing the CarCast, but I haven't got the car anymore. So I've been, as the in-betweeners would say, I've been a bus this week. I've just suddenly realised that obviously there's a content filter, isn't there, for language. Yeah, so I've been getting the bus and the train and taxis. £20 a taxi is from my house to the shop. But it had to happen this week when we had 472 parcels to deliver. And you heard that, 472 parcels we had to deliver without my car. So I've been working late, which meant then taxis home, and sort of like 2-3 in the morning most nights through the week getting it done. Georgie and Adam, massive big shout out to them. They put a 2 a.m. shift in, and they were both in for sort of like 10-12 o'clock that morning, so they both did big shifts them days. And you know what, we did it. Like, you might have seen the video go from Facebook where the parcels were going. That was it said wave 1, it was actually wave 3, strictly speaking, of parcels. But those chunk had gone, the international ones had already gone. Then at least that many again went the same day, and then again the same amount the next day. And pardon me, it's so hot. And then the Friday, we had to send those ones with Royal Mail rather than FedEx. And literally, as Russ, the postie, as he was packing up his trolley with parcels, we were still packing them. And as he came in to get the last trolley, we put the last parcel on top of it. And the last person to receive their package, which was the very last one we packed up, they weren't in any particular order. They were split into more manageable packings, if you like. You got a little bonus, they got a little prize put in there, a set of paintbrushes, just as a way of saying thank you. Everybody that has received their orders are all being made up. Apologies for any mistakes that have been made. It was a long, grueling set of shifts, and naturally there was going to be a couple of errors. There seems to have been very, very few. Quite impressed with how it's gone, to be fair. Like literally, I think so far we've had 7, maybe 8 discrepancies. One went to, well, sorry, 2 orders have gone to the wrong addresses. They've gone to the billing address rather than the shipping address, but that's now being sorted out. And then a couple of people have received Xenos 1 instead of Xenos 2, or Chaos instead of Xenos. They've received the wrong index, and again, those have been sorted out. Apologies to Ian over on the Isle of Man. Was it Ian? I think it was Ian over on the Isle of Man. Didn't receive. He received a book bundle, but we completely didn't put the Dark Imperium box set in there. I think it's been packed up as a mega book bundle rather than a complete mega bundle. So again, thankfully everybody's been quite chilled about it. Nobody's got super upset. We've been massively let down by Games Workshop, and on the note, Games Workshop get a bad time off the fans, and it's changed recently with the new Warhammer community and the way they're approaching things. People seem to be much happier with them, and to be fair, if I thought it was bad having to put out 470 parcels, they've had to put out a hell of a lot more than that. But they have a team dedicated to it. They've got a warehouse, they're the manufacturer, they've got everything set up to pick and ship, and they're used to doing it. Might be on a bigger scale this time than a normal weekly order, but they do have much more experience. And I think it could have been handled better by them, if I'm completely honest. I don't think they dealt with it particularly well. They gave a 2-week pre-order window slot, but then didn't get the stock to as well. Some stock still hasn't even arrived with us. Now fortunately, that's overstock when we got all our stock in, because I made sure that I put my orders in. But rather than sending all my orders in one go. We had some boxes arrive on Tuesday. I think it was 23 boxes arrived on Tuesday, or 21, and then it was 40 something boxes arrived on Wednesday, and then 62 boxes arrived on Thursday, and then another 15 boxes arrived on Friday. So 4 different days, all with the same order, if you like, just arriving at different times. And I'm like, well, why did it not all just arrive on the one day? And if it had all got to me for the Tuesday, we wouldn't have been as stressed, so we wouldn't have made the mistakes that we have made. Hopefully we wouldn't have. We might have still made the mistakes, who knows, but we'd have been able to manage it a lot better. The stock control would have been a lot clearer. And yeah, I understand that if they'd have sent it out even earlier, then people would have started getting the packages earlier, because people were getting them as early as Tuesday, Wednesday, because some people just don't care. Now, we posted all of ours out to arrive on the Saturday, but FedEx delivered a load of them on the Friday, which is FedEx prerogative. It's their choice. I paid for 2-day delivery. If they want to do next day delivery, I can't do anything about that. FedEx are bigger than Games Workshop. I can't ring them up and say, need to take care of the trade agreements there, these can't arrive early. And fine, some customers got their stuff 1 day early. There were customers getting them a lot earlier. They've been in the stores for 2 weeks. It's not like people didn't know what it was. And then Games Workshop come on kicking and moaning at me about the fact that some of my customers have got stuff early. They dared to try and sanction me for delivering stock early, and it didn't go anywhere, basically, because then they realised it wasn't my fault, it was FedEx's fault. So if for whatever reason anybody's watching this, if you're the person that decided to rat me out, as Games Workshop put it, another store has ratted us out for stock arriving early. And do you know what, if this industry is that pathetic, then so be it. You can all burn in my shadow. And that sounds really bold and arrogant, but do you know what, fine, we're on the up and up. The problem with success is it makes other people jealous, and if some of our competitors have got jealous of what we've done, so be it. Keep watching. That all sounded a bit Godfathery and gangster then, sorry. I'm really not like that. I just think it's pathetic. I think it was pathetic on whoever's ratted us out, and I think it was pathetic on Games Workshop's behalf to try and believe that it was something I'd intentionally done, getting the stock to people early. If I'd have wanted to do that, all you people would have had your stock, or well, as much as I received on Tuesday would have had it on Wednesday, and then the Wednesday order you would have had it on Thursday. We just didn't do it that way. But anyway, that's the tarnish of it. That's my little moan about Games Workshop. Great product, great release. We still love them as a company. There's lots of love around the game. And yeah, so I said thank you last week for all the orders. Thank you this week for your patience. If you haven't got your parcel yet, and they did all leave by Friday. But if you weren't in, or if they did try to deliver Friday and you weren't in, then unfortunately that'll knock you back to a Monday delivery. And there's little, again, that I can do about it. We've gone above and beyond. There are other stores, talking about competitors who potentially might have been upset with us. There are other stores, big stores in the country, who actively told their community and their buyers, their customers, sorry, that they wouldn't be getting their stock till Monday, Tuesday, because they hadn't put their order in. They hadn't received their orders or whatever. Well, do you know what? You received them at the same time as I did, unless you didn't order until the orders are being placed, in which case then selling stock that you haven't got, which is a bit dodgy. But we put the shift in. We're a big company. We put the shift in. Our staff stayed till early doors. If your customers aren't that important to you, then fine. They'll just stick with us. It's all getting really Machiavellian now. But anyway, away from that now, because part of me's cringing, part of me's enjoying it. Competition's healthy. So I'm in my wife's car. For those of you that haven't noticed, say that my car broke down. Handbrake will not come off my car. It's one of those Passats with the silly handbrakes where it's an electronic one and it seems the caliper's jammed. But I've gone and bought myself a brand new car. So I've been toying with the idea of it for a while, and I keep saying, oh no, I can't warrant it, business needs the money, family needs the money. And then sat with my wife and said, you know what, I said, I deserve it. I've worked bloody hard for the last 2 years. I deserve something nice. I don't buy myself anything else. I don't even buy toys anymore because I just have a shop full of them. So I thought, yeah, sorry, let's do it. And so I picked that up on Thursday. Depending on how the phone can sit, we might carry on with the CarCast in the new car. Who knows? I'm sorry, I really needed that. It's so hot. I've got the aircon on. This, by the way, if you can get it, Oasis apple and cherry sour. This stuff's stunning and really thirst quenching as well. I digress. But yeah, so I wasn't going to do a CarCast because I couldn't really do it off the bus. It was too noisy and I didn't want everybody listening. But you did almost get a bus cast. Maybe that would have been funny. You might get one next week. It depends when I pick the car up. And it's Sunday and I'm on my way in, so I've pinched the wife's car today because she doesn't need it. They're going out. I'm going to work on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you dads, by the way. I'm going to work on Father's Day and she's off to the pub for a meal with her parents and her grandparents and the kids. And it's currently 23.5 degrees and it's only 10 to 10. 10 to 10 to 10 to 10 to 10 to 10 to 10. I feel like I've got the raw end of the stick there. Although it's much better than sitting with her parents and her sister. I can't stand her sister. This is where I find out they watch it now. Oh well, cat's out the bag. But yeah, it is what it is, and I'm off to work. My shop's quite cool though. Like inside, it's cold in the winter, so we obviously have the big heating system on. But in the summer, it stays quite cool inside the shop because it's such a big open space. The heat all obviously sits up on the ceiling, not down on the floor. The advantage of having 16-foot ceilings, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know what else. Expo's still happening, guys. I haven't forgotten about that. We've just been so preoccupied now with 8th edition, getting that sorted, and it's done. It's gone. Dave was on holiday for the whole week. I'm not saying he didn't deserve the holiday. He really does deserve a holiday, but he got to go. He was down for a wedding down in Cornwall somewhere, and decided to take the whole week off. And this before we knew about 8th edition. But whilst we're starting to pack boxes, he's in bloody Alton Towers, running around on the Smiler and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, it's alright, but some. But no, he's back. He's back today, to be fair. So I think he's coming back into the store tomorrow, and we'll start cracking on with Expo. Dare I tell you, we're building a new website. It's 2 weeks away. Do you remember that? We're building a new website because the one we've got, it's fine. It still looks better than most other websites, if not all other websites out there in Hobbyland. But from our point of view, it's reached its capacity already. There's a lot of things it can't do, and because we sort of rushed to get it out, we used a platform builder basically on Magento, and there are restrictions. And so what Dave's now doing is building one from scratch as such. It'll look the same to you guys. It'll just have more availability and options on there. The stock control will be nicer. There'll be a loyalty scheme in place. There'll be an email me when back in stock facility. There'll be all the things you would want will be in there. And I suppose on that note, if there's anything that you've noticed from browsing our site that you think, oh, this could be better or this could be better, drop us an email, sales@wargamesuk.co.uk. Drop us an email and we'll see. If it's something that makes sense to us, then we might try and include it in the new site. But that'll be a month or two away. We've obviously got to get the Expo site up. I've got emails off the people who run the exhibition centre that I haven't even read. I've acknowledged the fact that they are there and I've put them into the relevant space, but I haven't even read them because I've just been packing boxes for a week. But yeah, we'll get on with that today. X-Wing Store Championships are right round the corner, 1st of July. So it's literally only 2 or 3 weeks away, and it's a big event. Store Championship, lots of really cool prizes up for grabs. On top of what we know, so we're not charging extra, we're still only charging £20. I've said this before, but on top of what we normally give for our £20, there's also all the actual Store Championship kit bits, plus then there's the buy through to regionals and stuff like that, so it's all good. So yeah, get your tickets, they're on the website, wargamesuk.co.uk. And other than that, I'm going to go. I'm hot bothered. It's 15.5 minutes in, so I'm just going to disappear, and I'm going to say see you next week, either off the bus or out the new car. Sorry it's late. I might even skip next week because this one's so late and have this as a double week one and just have a week off. But whichever way round, see you soon.